Ancient refrigerators of the Roman Empire, surprising discovery by a group of Swiss archaeologists. Swiss archaeologists seem to have solved a mystery at a famous Roman settlement. They've concluded that some mysterious wells at the archaeological site were used as a cooling method. The team believes that this is how the Romans kept their food. Although controversial, the theory could help understand the workings of these enigmatic wells that have puzzled researchers for a long time. A Roman colony on the banks of the Rhine River. The group deals with the archaeological site and open-air museum of Augusta Raurica, located about 14 miles from Basel, Switzerland. The settlement was originally a Roman colony, the oldest settlement known on the Rhine. Over time, it became a large urban center and finally the capital of the local province. The area abounds in archaeological finds, such as a theater and an aqueduct. There are also wells up to about 4 meters deep, that's about 12 to 15 feet. The reason for the construction of these wells had occupied experts for a long time. Researchers have proposed several theories about this, including that the wells were used to cool the food. And according to the Swiss news portal SWI, it's known that the Romans used these holes to store fruit, vegetables, cheese, and other perishables. And testing the theory, the team led by University of Basel professor Peter Andrew Schwartz decided to conduct a test to determine if the wells could be used to cool food and drinks. They had a simple experiment. They placed a beer bottle and other food in one of the wells in April 2018. And then, as we read in the local newspaper, they were buried in snow and then covered with straw inside the well, the walls of which were also lined with straw, to see if the beer and other products could be cooled with this way. The technique is based that still exists today on the Spanish island of Majorca. And recently, 4 months after the archaeologists put the food in the well, the team discovered, to their great satisfaction, that the products were still cold. This test does not definitively confirm that the mystery wells were used to cool food. This proves that it can happen. Local reports say this is the third and most successful attempt in which the team has attempted to recreate a Roman refrigerator. Previous attempts have been unsuccessful, despite also using ice and snow. When team members at the University of Basel discovered the beer was still cold, they celebrated by, of course, drinking it. The Roman theater of Augusta Raurica, ancient refrigerators of the Roman Empire. The Swiss team now believes that the Augusta Raurica wells were used to keep food and produce the produce fresh during the hot summers. And they also found a 3rd century AD mosaic floor at Duga. The wells, as in the experiment, were filled with snow and ice during the winter and early spring, and this helped to maintain a cold temperature in the wells, as did the fact that they were underground, implying that the population of this Roman settlement could keep their food fresh for some time in the summer months. And thanks to their ability to preserve food, the inhabitants of Augusta Raurica preserved perishable produce for a long time throughout the year, perhaps contributing to the growth of the colony. It's important to note that although the experiment showed that there is the possibility that these wells are used to store and preserve food, the team recognized that the wells could not possibly keep food fresh for a very long time. It wasn't a freezer, after all, it was just a refrigerator. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.